morning. Man, last day here at my brother's house. Got some cooking on the Traeger we're gonna do. Then I'm gonna try to get some beef jerky on here shortly. But something that's been really bugging me, one more little task that I would like to get wrapped up before we leave, is to do some of this mess. That is the result of just kind of cobbling together all the wires for Dylan's Nintendo Switch, our soundbar, the Roku. I just kept kind of packing it all back here as we added it, so this gives me a little bit of anxiety, and it doesn't really let the TV really push back against the wall all the way. So I'm going to try to straighten up some of this and see if we can make that just a little more tidy. So I'm going to work on that first thing this morning, and then we'll head up and get the rest of the day started.
Alright, so I always get a little nervous when he wants to start drilling holes, but
Nothing to be worried about, it's fine.
it actually turned out really good. So, you want to show him?
Yeah, so actually I get nervous when I start drilling holes and things too, so I drilled a couple little really small test holes to make sure there were no wires or anything behind where I was drilling. You know, a hole big enough where I could see what was back there. But so I showed you guys what it looked like before. So now when we pull our TV out, I don't know how well you can see in the video, still a lot of wires back there, but I just kind of organized everything. Everything's tied up, so you can see this is one of the holes that I drilled using a hole saw, and then it comes out. So our soundbar wires ran across, and we're all out in front of everything. So I just drilled a small hole here. Let me back up. First, I drilled a hole through here with a hole saw. I knew there was nothing up behind this little thin panel, so I drilled a hole with a hole saw so that I could see where the wires were, and then I pushed them back out of the way with a screwdriver so that I didn't hit them when I drilled up through the bottom with my smaller hole saw. So, you know, they make little grommets. I could clean these up a little bit, but you know, the hole's drilled nice and clean. And then again over here, what I did on this side, I put another one in that comes out up top here. That way, Dylan's Nintendo usually sits like right here on the counter, so the wires go up. It's so dark. Let's see. Let me shut this, maybe we can see it better. There we go. So Dylan's Switch sits on the counter, and then the wires are going to go up. I used a couple little wire clips just to hold it against, because these wires just get out of control. They fall down when we're driving, and then they go up through our little hole here out the top, and then you can see I've got kind of everything cleaned up, tied up a little better. I moved our power strip. It was down here, but the way the back of the TV kicks out, I've got some room up here. Got kind of a space up here, so that allows everything to close. The TV closes up nice and tight now. It shouldn't pop out going down the road. It would just barely clip. It would barely stay in the clip before, so when we hit a bump or something, it would unclip, and then we come in, our TV was all swung out. So, but definitely, I mean, still a lot of wires, but definitely more manageable than not just all stuffed back there all haphazardly and in a big jumble. You know, I want to make sure I had clearance, because a lot of times when we're at the table, we'll maybe have the TV on, so I want to make sure that everything still had clearance, so we can still kick the TV sideways, you know, all the way over. So if we're at the table and want to watch something, we can do that. And then when we put it back, you know, just be aware that there's wires behind there, and we can kick it back, put it right back in place. There we go. So it's tough. There's a lot of wires to manage back there, but I feel like this is the cleanest that we've had it for sure. So keeps our counter from having wires strung all the way across, and really just kind of cleans up that whole area. So really, really happy I decided to do that this morning. It only took a few minutes. It really wasn't very hard. So yeah, awesome. All right, all seasoned up, ready to go on. See what happens. Alright, we're a couple hours in now. Getting ready to flip these over. Looking good so far. Alright, so the benefit of having a brother that owns a golf cart company is you get to play on all the cool toys. So, for anybody that's never seen a golf cart do a wheelie, completely ridiculous, but check this out.
Oh my god! We're in the sunlight. In the rain.
Alright, well, we are wrapping up our final night here in Florida. Had a great time hanging out with family and our cookout today.
That was good. Hot dogs were super good. Hot dogs were bomb.
Hot dogs are bomb. It's a good cookout when hot dogs are bomb.
What about the beef jerky?
The beef jerky turned out good.
I mean, there was...
Too peppery, too chewy.
some people think it was, but some people think it was really good since
Yeah,
there's only
my sister didn't really like it.
one piece left at the end of it.
So I don't know. There was 2 pounds of beef
I
jerky when
kind
we
of kept
started.
eating it.
Yeah, 2 pounds of beef jerky when we started, and 1 single piece left.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the day.
Like a
So
2-ounce piece.
so you know,
Other people like that.
must have been decent.
Yeah, decent.
It was
But
good.
my cousins kept going for more.
Dylan's recommendation is a little less peppery.
Yeah, and a little less chewy.
So I think what we're going to do, we made it with a top round steak. So I think what we'll do, I'll probably get one of those. They have a beef jerky marinade. The beef jerky we did tonight was not marinated. The seasoning was on point. The seasoning was really good. So I think if anything, maybe we'll try to marinate it. I think what I might do is maybe do half of it marinated and half of it not marinated, so we can kind of compare and
That sounds good.
see see how it turns out. So, great weekend. Great way to wrap up our time here in Florida. So
It's starting to get late, so it's 9:30.
yeah, been a long day. So we're gonna wrap this up. Heading out to Jacksonville tomorrow. Hannah Park in Jacksonville. So we're going to get on the road there. We'll be there for a couple of days, and we'll start working our way up towards South Carolina and Tennessee after that. So,
Tennessee? Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a stop in Georgia, and then to South Carolina, and then Tennessee, yes.
all right. So, wrapping it up here in Polk County. Great time with family,
Yes.
but definitely time to get back on the road.
Yep.
So, you ready to get back on the road?
Yes, and I'm going to miss my cousins, but ready to get out of Florida.
But we'll be back in November. So we'll be back for the holidays.
We'll be back in a few months.
So that was kind of what we kept telling everybody. It's been fun, it's been awesome, but we'll be back. We'll be back for holidays, which would be really, really nice.
We'll be back for Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
So,
Yep.
all right. So we will catch you guys tomorrow.
From the road.
Yep.